Hey folks, I'm Madeline G, and welcome to another installment of Ride With Me. On December 19th, the Electoral College will be casting their votes for the President and Vice President of the United States. And before they do so, there are some crucial factors we all need to know, followed by a very important call to action. I need you guys. You have to stick around. It's no secret Trump is covered in conflicts of interest, but under Title 18 of the U.S. Code, legally he's exempt. But, and here are where all the buts come in, he faces numerous ethical conflicts under the Constitution and other laws governing these types of behaviors, such as the Federal Bribery Statute and the Foreign Gifts and Decorations Act, which explicitly prohibit the president from accepting gifts, emolument, aka payment, office, or title from foreign governments. Then you have his domestic holdings, Trump's hotel, real estate, media, and entertainment interests, which could all benefit from any number of legislative and regulatory changes. Take the grand opening of his latest hotel in D.C. 100 diplomats from around the globe received a tour of the expensive suites while sipping on champagne, and one Asian diplomat said, quote, "Why wouldn't I stay at his hotel blocks from the White House so I can tell the new president I love your new hotel? Isn't it rude to come to his city and say, I'm staying at your competitor?" I wonder if that's for the purpose of currying out favors. Now, Trump has also decided to create a blind trust. That's when a third party or independent trust takes over your holdings and manages your businesses. And although you receive reports on your earnings, you don't have a say on your business or have knowledge of how your assets are managed. Now, he's placed 3 of his eldest kids in charge of his businesses, which technically is not a blind trust. His kids are very much involved in his transition team. That in itself is a breach of ethics because they are furthering their own businesses by running the company while meeting with world leaders. For example, they met with Jose E.B. Antonio, a Philippines developer who was collaborating with the Trumps on a tower in Manila. His daughter Ivanka has not only sat in a call with the president of Argentina, but she has spoken to him. She also met with the Prime Minister of Japan. And guess what? She owns products all over the world and had a 2-day private viewing of them in Tokyo. Not to mention, Donald is the Trump brand. And if you believe his kids will not be communicating with Daddy and other foreign leaders for monetary gain of the Trump brand as they're doing so now, then maybe it's time to remove those blindfolds. The man is in complete ethical breach before entering the White House. And why in the world are we waiting till Inauguration Day to address it? So I say to the electorates, you have a man who spewed hate, created a wide divide amongst the masses, projected propaganda, invited Russia to hack our systems, recklessly lies, goes on Twitter rants as opposed to receiving security briefings and brushing up on policy, spreads fake news, talks to foreign leaders to further his businesses and brand name, has 0 experience, doesn't believe in climate change, settled his fraudulent university case for $25 million, is a cyber bully, promised to drain the swamp but instead filled it with Goldman Sachs' finest, has over 75 pending lawsuits, won't release his tax returns, isn't transparent, cost the carrier deal thousands of jobs and taxpayers, and enjoys grabbing ladies by their kitties. I mean, did I miss anything? Of course I did, because I don't have all day. How in the world is he still qualified? All of the above would have disqualified anyone seeking any type of position. Here's the question you should ask yourselves. Would I trust my kids' preschool or daycare teachers with this kind of record? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't trust the leader of the free world to guide us. There have been over 900 reported hate crimes in his name since Election Day, but he's too busy spreading false news to address it. What kind of a standard are we setting here? And shouldn't we be yearning for progress over regress?
From the halls of Congress to the smallest crossroads hamlet, people can understand the plea that no American can have freedom and justice unless there is freedom and justice for all. In Selma, there is a lesson to be learned.
For the rest of us, here's what I'm proposing, but I need you guys. You saw how the wonderful people of Standing Rock stood together in solidarity, along with many other protesters, including civilians and veterans, and came out victorious. It is up to you and I to make our voices be heard. Whether you want to share this video or email a letter to your electorates, whose names are listed here and will be down below in a link, this is a call to action. The Electoral College will be voting on the 19th, and it is up to us to spread this message to as many of them as possible. Because if you believe this man is out to save the middle class, you have another thing coming. Between his proposed tax breaks for the wealthy and his selfish agenda to further his own brand, regardless of what it'll cost the rest of us, these are damages that will have lasting consequences.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
Well, folks, that's it for me. I'm Madeline G, and you've been watching Ride With Me. Till next time, good night. Hey guys, for more satire and comedy, please hit the subscribe button. You'll be glad you did. Or not. I mean, I can't really guarantee that, but what the hell? Just do it. It's free. I mean, why not, right?